If you're a wildlife nerd, then you need to sit down. This isn't just another story from the wild. This is a tale that blurs the line between myth and biology, a discovery that rewrites textbooks and challenges our understanding of one of the planet's most formidable predators. If you're into true jungle legends, then you need to listen. For centuries, whispers have echoed from the deepest parts of the Amazon basin, stories of colossal river serpents, titans of the water that command both fear and reverence. These aren't just campfire tales. They are cultural touchstones for the people who have lived in these forests for millennia. And if you like snakes the size of small cars, pay close attention. Because what was once whispered in the shadows of the rainforest has now been brought into the light of scientific discovery. A team of researchers, guided by ancient wisdom, has just come face to face with a living legend. Our story begins deep within Ecuador's Bahieri-Waorani territory, a region of staggering biodiversity, largely untouched by the outside world. This is the ancestral home of the Waorani people, guardians of a forest that breathes life into the entire planet. For this expedition, a group of international scientists had the profound privilege of being invited into this sacred territory. Their mission, part of a larger project to study the impacts of environmental change, led them to an astonishing revelation. They have identified a new species, the northern green anaconda, now scientifically named. The name Akaima itself comes from the Waorani language, a tribute to the people who have known this giant intimately for generations. Visually is nearly identical to its famous cousin, the southern green anaconda. It possesses the same olive-green skin, adorned with large, dark circular blotches that provide perfect camouflage in the murky waters it calls home. It is an apex predator, a master of ambush, perfectly evolved for a life of stealth and power. Its known range extends across Ecuador, Colombia, Venezuela, and parts of the Guianas, preferring the slow-moving rivers and swamps of the northern Amazon basin. But the question on everyone's mind is, just how big does it get? During the expedition, researchers measured a confirmed female at about 6.3 meters. That's over 20 feet long. To put that in perspective, it's longer than a typical SUV. But according to the Waorani guides, this individual was far from the largest they have seen. Locals report even bigger specimens lurking in these waters. These anecdotal reports, passed down through generations, suggest specimens reaching up to roughly 7.5 meters and weighing nearly 500 kilos, or over 1,100 pounds. While these larger figures remain unverified by scientific measurement for now, the consistent accounts from seasoned Waorani hunters and elders who navigate these rivers daily lend them significant weight. Verifying such claims is incredibly difficult. These giants are elusive, and the logistics of safely capturing, measuring, and releasing an animal of that size are immense. As an apex predator, the northern green anaconda's diet consists of almost anything it can overpower. Capybaras, deer, caimans, and large fish are all on the menu. It is a constrictor, relying on its immense muscular body to subdue prey. Using its backward curving teeth to get a firm grip, the anaconda coils its body around its victim, not crushing it, but preventing it from breathing. Every time the prey exhales, the snake tightens its grip until the fight is over. After such a large meal, an anaconda might not need to eat again for months. Reproduction is also a fascinating process. Unlike many snakes, anacondas are ovoviviparous, meaning the female gives birth to live young after carrying the eggs inside her body. A single female can give birth to dozens of baby snakes, each already equipped for survival. However, the journey to adulthood is perilous, and only a few will ever reach the colossal sizes reported in legends. While the snake looks the same, the story hidden in its DNA is what truly confirms its unique identity. Genetic analysis shows this northern anaconda split from its southern cousin, Xiao, long ago. How long ago? The split occurred nearly 10 million years ago. For context, that's around the same time the evolutionary paths of humans and chimpanzees began to diverge. These two giant snakes have been evolving independently for an immense period of time. A staggering 5.5% genetic difference confirms they are unequivocally separate species. This finding is monumental. It's like discovering that African and Asian elephants, which look quite different, are actually more closely related than these two anacondas, which look nearly identical. It fundamentally changes the map of life for South America's largest predator. This discovery was not made in a sterile lab alone. It was born from a powerful collaboration. The expedition involved dedicated scientists from around the world, but it was the indigenous experts who played the central, indispensable role. Footage from a major documentary team helped document the find, capturing these historic moments for the world. But the true breakthrough came from embracing traditional ecological knowledge. The Waorani not only led the team through the labyrinthine waterways, but also shared their deep, ancestral understanding of the anaconda's behavior, its habitat, and its spiritual significance, highlighting local knowledge as crucial to the find. It was this fusion of modern science and ancient wisdom that made the impossible possible. The scientists brought genetic tools and systematic measurement, while the Waorani brought generations of observation and a connection to the land that no satellite or sensor could ever replicate. This partnership serves as a powerful model for the future of conservation and scientific exploration. But it's not just a wow factor. This incredible discovery arrives at a critical time. These giants, which have survived for millions of years, now face very real modern threats. Their survival is intrinsically linked to the health of their habitat, which is under siege. Deforestation is a primary concern. Vast tracts of the Amazon are being cleared for logging, agriculture, and cattle ranching. This habitat fragmentation isolates anaconda populations, shrinking their hunting grounds and disrupting their breeding cycles. Hunting pressures also take a toll. While the Waorani have traditionally coexisted with the anaconda, holding it in high spiritual regard, increased access to remote areas by outsiders can lead to persecution of these snakes out of fear or for the illegal skin trade. Perhaps most insidiously, oil pollution from spills and extraction activities contaminates the very waterways these anacondas depend on. Heavy metals and toxins accumulate in the food chain, poisoning the snakes and their prey, leading to sickness, reproductive failure, and death. It's crucial to separate the reality of this magnificent animal from the monster of Hollywood fiction. The northern green anaconda is not a malicious man-eater. It is a shy and reclusive creature that plays a vital role as a top predator, maintaining the health and balance of its ecosystem. Attacks on humans are exceedingly rare, almost always defensive in nature. The sensationalized image of a bloodthirsty beast couldn't be further from the truth. This is a sentinel species, an indicator of the forest's vitality. Where the anaconda thrives, the entire ecosystem thrives. So while we marvel at the sheer scale of this newly identified giant, the discovery carries a profound responsibility. It underscores the urgent need for conservation and, crucially, respect for Waorani stewardship. They are the frontline guardians of this biological treasure. Supporting their rights to protect their ancestral lands is the single most effective way to ensure that these legends, now confirmed by science, continue to glide through the dark waters of the Amazon for generations to come. The future of the world's heaviest snake rests not just in our admiration, but in our actions.